What is going on in this country, man? Ooh. I can't even, I can't even think straight right now. So, in Chicago, there was this 13-year-old boy, Adam Toledo. Now, I am going to say he was armed. He had a gun. He threw it behind a fence. He raised his hands in the air after police ordered him to. 0.8 of a second after he threw the gun behind a fence, he was shot dead by police. He was 13 years old. What in the world? You got all the time in the world to shoot a freaking 13-year-old when there's other crap going on in this country. Dear word! This is absurd! Oh my gosh, this is out of control, man. This is out of control. Mass shootings are going up, too. I think we've had 53 just this month, and 147 so far in 2021. And a mass shooting is defined as 4 or more victims. Just earlier today, in my home state of Indiana, Indianapolis, and I'm like 2.5 hour drive by car away from Indianapolis, but a former FedEx employee, he was a 19-year-old man, he just randomly showed up to a FedEx facility and started shooting. There was no confrontation, there was no argument, there was no nothing. He just started shooting. 8 people died. And those employees, they're not allowed to have their phones in the FedEx while they're working. So many family members still don't know if they're okay or not, if the employees are okay. We know 8 are dead and that 5 have been treated at local hospitals, been taken to local hospitals for treatment. There are many families who just don't know if their loved ones are okay or not. Now this just outraged Joe Biden, and he said that he was gonna pass a law that banned guns, and that is not the right solution, cause we need guns to protect, why should you take them away from us, honestly? Not all of us shoot. Not all of us are stupid enough to go to a FedEx and shoot. Go on the street and shoot. Not all of us are that stupid. So banning guns for everyone in this country is not the solution here. You do it for, the felons. And all of those that have shot before, and possibly those with serious mental illness, but you don't do it for the general population. That is not the right solution. It's not. I see too many felons who still have guns. Just saying. Johnson & Johnson. If you haven't received their vaccine yet, don't get it. Or any vaccine, for the matter. Their vaccine made 2 more people get blood clots. A man and a woman. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely absurd. But Johnson & Johnson, they really rushed to get that darn vaccine out. Oh, man. Ooh. Okay. Oh, and Prince Philip's funeral tomorrow. It's been said that estranged brothers Prince William and Prince Harry are going to walk behind their grandfather for an 8-minute procession, but that they'll be separated by their cousin. And people are saying it's going to take much more than a funeral for them to make up, because they have been at each other's throats for years. I don't think that'd be the case if Diana were still alive, but yeah. Well, yeah. And this has been the largest cheating scandal in more than 40 years. U.S. Military Academy. There has been, there were some students who were cheating for a final calculus exam. And some of them, I guess, were on the football team. 8 students were expelled, and 51 were forced to repeat a year. That is the largest cheating scandal in more than 40 years. It's wow. And this is in a military school. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. A World War I memorial in Washington, D.C. has been unveiled today. Over 100 years since that war ended, and, up until today, there was not a significant memorial in Washington, D.C. to remember, the victims and crap. But there's one now. Oh, yeah, I saw just this most interesting story. Orbisculated. There were two students, or not two students, but brother and sister who grew up with, and their father, every time that he was squirted back by a citrus fruit when he was cutting it, he would say, I've been orbisculated. And then his children went to look at the dictionary. They found nothing between orb and orbit. And then, it's been revealed that, I kind of made it up. He made it up. Yeah, it never really became significant until the father died last April of COVID-19. Very unfortunate. And that orbisculated story, those memories, they were the few good memories that those children kept. And they were inspired to start getting a word in the dictionary. Now, they had a lot of goals. They got it in a crossword. They got a child to draw it with chalk on a sidewalk. They got a news story to cover it. It was covered on the CBS Evening News tonight. And they've reached goals, so they're just trying to get that word in the dictionary. Orbisculated. Now, that phenomenon has been shown in popular culture a lot. There's just not been a word for it. I think that's great that they're honoring their father that way. Anyway, subscribe to my channel. Don't start a shooting. I've got to go now. Bye.